as he lights up
As he
another.
lights it up.
But it's very, very hard for some
That's his
people.
thing. He ain't gonna just quit because somebody gave him a piece of information in the video.
Nope, he's not.
But
Y'all know me so well. Thank
And
you.
it's the new and cigar smoking is like the new middle class black thing. Like in the last like 15 years, like going smoking a
Cigar
cigar just
bars.
seems to be like, yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, the drinks be good at them joints, man. But the problem is you come out unless you go to one that's got a really good ventilation system. Whatever you were wearing, you ain't wearing that no more that week. You better go ahead and take that
But
and
the
take it to the
smell
dry
of
cleaner.
unlit cigars is so good. I'm like, how is this bad?
See, to me, pipe tobacco smells good.
It
It's got a
Cigars
sweet
can
it
smell.
smell
will
the
good.
depend.
Mickey Mick
It
is
depends on what you. It depends on what you get, but and the majority of them are for that reason.
Yeah, please,
It
y'all don't come
smells
on here
good, but
smoking no pipes. Please do not smoke pipes.
tobacco pipes, not the
No,
other.
I'm talking about the tobacco pipes. They are the most
Oh,
annoying. They make me think of Popeye the Sailor Man. I don't know why, but they just do.
He was a hero.
Sailor Man spoke to. My parents always had a small glass, about 4 ounces of wine with dinner. My maternal
My
grandfather,
grandparents did.
my maternal grandfather made his own bourbon and would give us each 10 cents, and we would drink about 2 ounces of it, and it was horrible.
My great
I'm, gonna-
grandparents.
I'm going to let you know something about. No, I better rethink what I was about to say. I was about to say the majority of the time when you drink alcohol from the beginning, it's the most disgusting thing you ever had,
Then
but
you
you
get used to
tolerate
it.
it and you get used to it.
You
But
do.
That's beer. That's
But
beer.
you also, it
but
tastes
I have
Liquor
different
to
when
tastes
you're an
admit,
good from
adult.
the first time.
but I have to admit that there are children who have parents who,
Our taste buds are very, very different as a
yeah,
kid. They
and you have people who can, like
have
for
not
me,
matured.
growing up looking at TV, and y'all was talking about liquor and everything else, the Mad Dog 2020 and all those other stuff, and I see people who chug liquor back and I'm thinking, I cannot do that. Not a chance in the world. Any shot that I take of liquor
Mm-mm.
will be taken with a chaser immediately.
Taken with a
Really?
what?
With a
See, I
chaser,
So
always
you
drank
can
I
mine
drink
straight
like
know.
something else.
when I
So
was
you
younger.
cannot,
Wait a minute. So you drink liquor and then you drink something else?
Like a
so you
Coke
don't
or
have the
Coke or
taste.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, this
You
ain't
either cut,
making no
you know,
sense.
the language of alcohol is very, very close to the language of narcotics just because they're both drugs. Let's just be real about it.
Yep.
So if you
Well,
think
let's be
about it in
real
that
about it.
respect,
Alcohol is a drug. Alcohol is a drug.
Well,
that's
food is a drug
So
that's
is
what
also.
nicotine.
I'm saying. But they're treated differently because one's regulated and one's not. But
Yep.
Mm.
if you if like when I was younger, I drank my alcohol straight. Period. I didn't
What?
put stuff in it.
You didn't put nothing in it.
Then
Okay. Okay.
as I got older, I would cut it. So now I'm cutting it with like Coke,
Something else. So you add
Red
something to
Bull.
something else.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But
Okay.
then people who can't handle shots or they just really don't like the burn if they're taking the wrong kind of shots,
Yeah.
they do a chaser. Because when you
Yeah.
take that alcohol back real quick, you're not tasting it, you're
That
taking it. Well,
burns,
it
Tracy.
burns coming
It
down,
hurts.
so
No,
you take a
it
chaser
Okay.
to
makes me
smooth it out.
nauseous. It makes me
Yep.
nauseous. That's why I have to take a chaser.
Mm.
It burn. I can deal with the burn, and I have tried to fight my way through taking a shot, and I know it's burning, but okay, cool. But somewhere along the line, it's like I'm so nauseated that no, I can't
Ooh.
do it. I can't do it. Like
And
this
you're
is
just when you take
Then
a
don't.
shot, I'm assuming you can't taste it. You're just chugging it for some reason or another.
It
yeah,
depends
because
on who you are and how you
there's a
do it.
You
lot of
still
things
taste
where
it.
yeah, there's a lot of things where if you just take it where it just passes the back of your tongue down your throat, you won't taste it.
Yeah,
That still
yeah.
doesn't
I'm not
taste
good at
it.
Mm.
taking shots.
I did it.
Yeah, because
Like you
people
give
That
me
on
a
the
doesn't
shot,
videos
taste
look like
I'm
they
not
having
gonna
a
just
damn.
yeah. Now, cognac, you can give me a shot of cognac and I'll toss that all the way back, whether it be, a single or a double. But that's because the burn doesn't bother me. But generally speaking, though, I can't, like, people say, well, give me a shot. And they just do that. Now, I'm that cat that'll probably take two
I like to
pulls before
sip.
that shot is gone.
Yeah.
If
I
I
just can't
ever
swallow that
indulge
much.
in alcohol, it's very rare because I'm on meds.
Oh,
I
kids
will
don't drink.
sip.
But I
So
think
yes,
Yeah,
it's
By the
see,
like
the
right.
way,
It
sipping
is
makes more
very,
sense to me. I'm like,
very
that makes
rare.
sense. I'm like, okay, yup, got it, got it. Everything else y'all talking about, I'm like, uh-huh. Can we talk about
well,
football,
see,
please?
it don't
sipping
matter, Tracy.
alcohol
Don't.
depends on how you do it. Like, if you're doing a mixed drink and you sip on a mixed drink, that's a social moment, right? It's probably
Okay, like
fruity or sweet,
more like a
you
daiquiri.
know. Yeah, and you're sipping on that or drinking on that. And a daiquiri, a frozen daiquiri, are cool anyway because it slows you down anyway because it's cold.
I end
But
up only doing like this much of the. Somebody else has to finish it. So
well, you just said you also have medications, so you can't be
I
mixing
really
alcohol with
have.
that stuff
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
You
You
really
know.
gotta be careful. But
But me, I don't even like drinking anymore. Like the taste of it is wrong to me now. So I
Yeah,
have to do it as
yeah.
a social thing.
I
But
hear.
I used to be a tank. I used to go
No,
out and just it didn't matter how much I drank, I'd be
It
all right.
sounds expensive. It just, I'm like, well,
it
this
It is.
sounds
can be
expensive.
very
yeah,
I'm like,
expensive
yeah, this don't sound like cheap.
it very much is.
if you buy
It
drinks
is.
out in a club or something. Whoo,
And it's not
very
worth it
expensive.
no matter how much it is. It's just not worth it. The
No.
amount of money we spend off it ain't worth it. Because with alcohol, it triggers it's not we think it's dehydration, but it's something else. But it messes with your head, the alcohol as it dries out your body and does stuff. The
Yep.
hangover sucks.
Hmm.
So
Now, I've heard of
And
that.
that's literally why I stopped doing. That's why I stopped doing liquor. Like I could do beer, and the
Which
next
again,
day
I'm
I'm gonna
saying
be
it's
like,
liquor, but
oh,
y'all saying it's not.
because it
it's in the
isn't.
family, but it's not the
I,
same
Tracy,
thing.
I
It's
need you to sit back and learn.
it's
You
the
learn this stuff now.
baby brother
Beer and
to
liquor is not the
It's a
same.
liquor.
sibling, but they're
It's
not the
it's
same.
the
I'll put it this way.
baby
I'll
brother.
put it
It's
this way.
5%.
Beer is the
During
beer is the little sister of liquor.
There
Liquor
you
is
go.
the
during the
big
Great
brother
Depression
of
and well actually
home.
back before they figured out how to like purify water effectively, they drank alcohol so they
Hmm.
could get water.
Yep,
Yeah,
that much I do know.
So
That much
yeah.
I do know.
Hmm.
Because water wasn't
so
always the cleanest thing around.
Exactly. So you had to have like little 12-year-olds would have alcohol with their dinner, and because it was water.
Yeah, because water
and
you
in
couldn't.
Germany it's so socially acceptable. It's like
Yeah.
Kinder beers and all kinds of stuff. They start teaching you
Yeah,
how to drink beer when you're like 6 years old. We give you some non-alcoholic beer, and then
Exactly.
it
It's
stair
non-alcoholic.
steps you right on up. And by the
Mm,
time you're 14, you
I
drinking
don't know
beer.
about that,
yeah,
but
because I think Germany and Italy, the drinking limit is either 15 or 16 with an adult. And their rule is so funny to me. I'm sorry, it's still laughable to me. You can drink at 15 or 16. I don't know which age, but either way, you can drink at
probably
15 or
60.
16 in Italy and Germany. One, you have to be with an adult, and
Mhm.
two, it has to be with a meal.
But it's cultural.
It is.
And if you
Yep, it
notice,
is
they got a
cultural.
lot of issues in Europe. They got a lot of issues in Europe.
No.
Everybody got some issues going on. But because they don't have the same access to lethality and their culture drives it a certain way, it's
Hmm.
not like you transplant it to America. America couldn't do it.
No.
We got
No,
too
because
many we got too
No,
many freedoms and not enough social controls. Because
we,
there are
and that's the
cultural and social
thing, though,
controls in
because
Europe that make it you ain't gonna do
right.
this stuff.
But when you're looking from the outside, because I know there's not a lot of people like me, but when you're looking from the outside and you're looking in, it's like, dang, I missed all that. And then other times I'm like, ooh, I missed all that. Thank
you know what? When
Yeah,
you
you
when
ain't
you
missing
get
nothing.
to, when you get to a
Yeah,
certain age, Tracy, when you're in your 20s and everything else, you look at back in your life like, oh, I missed that. Oh, I missed that. When you get into your late 40s and into your 50s, you realize I didn't miss Jack.
I do kind of feel like people do put and I'm
I
just saying
have.
it from my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
I think people do slightly put the pressure on non-drinkers to drink?
They do. They
They do.
absolutely
Yeah, they
do.
do.
I
I
mean,
agree
Absolutely.
with that 100%. Yeah,
Mhm.
they do that.
because
Yeah.
people may look at
Not
me, you've
slightly.
never had a
They
drink.
do.
No, I've never had a drink.
Because they don't know.
Come on, we
because-
gotta show you how to drink. It's a
okay,
social thing.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
realistic.
but I can be
and
social
I'm
without
gonna joke.
alcohol.
I'm gonna be
I've literally
realistic
done
and
it
I'm
my
gonna
whole
joke about
life.
But
this real quick.
but
I've
those
had
people
like
don't
water
understand
in a
that.
nice glass, and it was great. Yeah, we all felt like nobody was the wiser.
Yeah, one of the reasons that they do it is because they want to see how you react when you're drunk.
Oh, you mean more
Mhm.
like when you said you want to get me drunk and cuss people out?
I don't think you would ever do it. I just
I
think
don't think you.
I don't
I
even
literally
think.
It
think you
it
have.
takes away your filter, but you have to have it inside you to say
Yeah,
it in the
but
first
but
place.
Tracy, your filter is like my filter is somewhat. And so let me explain. I have been drunk around my mom. I still can't cuss around my mom. Like it's not gonna work. Like even when I say hell, I kind of look at her like, okay, I need a duck. It's something in my filter or how I was raised, but I just can't do it. And I've been like drunk around my mom where I just talk slurring words and everything else. I just can't do it. So when I pick on you and say, "Ooh, I can't wait for Tracy to get drunk so she can cuss," and ha ha ha, I still don't think you would cuss. You just have that strong of a filter. It is what it is. You've been raised for a certain amount of time for so long, it just doesn't work. It's you would slur,
Plus,
you would drag around, you would slumber and
Pass
everything.
out,
Pass
probably get
out and
sick.
everything
I
else.
think
But I
you
can't
would
see you
probably
getting.
fall asleep
we're probably gonna
before.
No,
sleep.
because
Yeah.
diabetes
You're
and
right now,
alcohol are
Tracy.
not
You
friends.
would probably just fall asleep.
No, you're exactly right about that. You're right, Tracy. But
After
the
the
thing
world
about it is,
spins around you for about 50 million miles per hour, yeah.
but people basically, like Marlon basically hit it right on the head. It's the entertainment factor to other people. That's one piece of it. And then the other part is just, everybody wants to feel like what they're doing is the right thing. So come join us and do the right thing with us,
Oh yeah,
Right.
You
Um,
know, that's
I never
called
finished that
peer
thing.
pressure.
Peer
That's
pressure.
it
something
is.
we
Yeah,
learned
it's peer
Exactly, right?
pressure.
way back
Yeah.
when I was a
But
Part
child.
of it is the first part of it is entertainment. The second part of it is to find a partner.
I mean, but peer pressure, we give it a bad rap. So peer pressure is not
Sometimes.
always bad.
You
No.
It's not
You know,
always bad, but in the
If
case
you
of
peer
the
use it
person
pressure is
that
how
it
for
is,
yeah,
good.
peer pressure is how you establish social and cultural norms.
Hmm.
But um, like for me, for example, growing up, I was always, the quote unquote the smart kid, right? So um, my friends, no matter where I lived, because I moved a lot, I was always the one who was sheltered from a lot of the worst of things that would be going on. Like, nah, 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 that's not for you, right?
Hmm.
We gonna be doing this. You don't get to do that, right? Or if somebody will offer me something, no, he doesn't get that, right? And then like coming up as a young adult in my 20s, my homie, my best friend, my brother up here, he was my protector from that standpoint because he's from the streets, I'm from the suburbs, right?
Hmm.
So he's a smoker. He's always been a smoker. Like he do the weed thing. I never smoked weed. I was the drinker. So he would make sure that I would have what I want as far as drinking, but he would never ever offer
you know,
me weed
I got one thing to say.
because that wasn't for me.